Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P-Funk, thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. I'm a little annoyed, so yeah, it's another rant. But there's a message in this one, because I'm going to put it out there for you so I can hopefully get your attention to do what you need to do, because it's getting out of control. So let's try to really put something under control. All right, let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to, know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. Yeah, that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. You can disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and to my yacht be true. Message. I'm gonna reflect my man Elijah Muhammad. Message to the black man. How black ignorance leads to white power. What the hell? Let me break it down for you again. Yeah, I'm calling out my black ignorant people now. This is for the ignorant ones, not my right thinkers. But I want to make a point. You empower that other guy through your ignorance of self, lack of self-knowledge, okay? Means you don't know who you are. And that's not by accident, okay? Given that, but we've been knowing this now for over 2,000 years. So I'm a little annoyed. I went and got our old information. Everything I got is old, okay? I don't do new. I can't do the new stuff. Nah, trust me. I don't do religion. I was talking to a young man this weekend. I talked to the young brother, and okay, we talking. I'm gonna try to enlighten. So I asked him, how far back history do you go? He said, slavery. I said, dude, we have history before slavery. So the education that I'm seeing this generation, somebody's steering them way wrong. Gotta calm myself down. I almost freaked out. I said, oh man, you really need to tune in, check your boy out. Why? I give you black history before the white man. He didn't know we had that. See where I'm at now? Boy, oh boy. Aye. Okay. And he got 2 kids. I talked to the brother who didn't know much about his own heritage, his own history. Only thing he knows is the Bible. And he couldn't understand or comprehend my dislike for that book. That's all he know. I said, I know something else. And if you did, you might not like that one either. But long story short, I was, So I told him a little bit, as much as I could, about our age, because I carry a book wherever I go. And because he couldn't really, that's scary to me. So again, I tried. I laid the best I could. And he had no clue. He was ignorant of himself and his history. Said he wanted to learn. Subscribe to my channel. But man, if you paid attention, this is for you, all right? I don't do the ragging on nobody. I don't call nobody name out, no, but I use experience. This is a real life experience. Again, I'm just putting it out there. And the brother who I'm talking about, I ain't trying to embarrass you or belittle you, but I'm just telling the way it is. And I told you, I'm just trying to enlighten you, my brother, with the truth. I ain't trying to say it really good, but what you was told wasn't always what it is. I try to be politically diplomatic and as Christian as I could to be delicate, but I was fuming because I couldn't believe that. So move on, I gotta get past that. I couldn't wait to do that. I said, oh no. We giving the power away. What's this? That's my point. When you're ignorant of yourself, you're giving away your power over to someone else. That's not good. Because the person who got it don't mean you no good. That's why I call religion power of that white man. This young brother is okay, relax, calm down. This is why this is needed. So, and I figured out another thing. I could care less about the views. No. Well, you know what? I know when we're sick, we don't like the medicine that's going to cure us. It never tastes good. Father John, when I was coming up, everything that's good for you didn't taste good. And I just figured out, I'm giving you something that's going to cure you, so nobody likes that. But they're sick and they don't really want the medicine. But those who take it, thank you. I appreciate you. Y'all are better. Those who don't, continue to flounder around. I got that concept because I'm saying, what? Okay, I get it now. I get it. This is esoteric, advanced knowledge. This ain't, run-of-the-mill nonsense. I get that, so I appreciate that. I realize I'm not for everybody. Right, thinkers? I applaud you. Thank you. A lot of don't want this. All right. So when you are ignorant of yourself, everything that you gonna learn is gonna be from somebody else. The Greeks taught what they learned from the Egyptians. I have a master's degree in Greek mythology back when I was doing that nonsense. It just stopped me from doing what I was doing. It just made me think I can outthink everybody. I knew a bunch of stories. I had a bunch of just like religion. It don't hold you accountable to do nothing for real. With my philosophy, the onus is on you. Right thing of philosophy, everything is on you. Big difference. Big difference. So understand that. And the Greeks have given y'all all the information that they got from us. I've been telling you that for years. I ain't got that big problem. But if all you know is the Bible, all you know is white history, moving on. Go back to the book of Coming Forth by Day. Y'all call it the Book of the Dead. Okay? Get some real history, some real ancient Egyptian information. And you'll find out, they're saying it, they use it, saying it different, but same thing. Moving on. And when you want to enslave or control a race of people, this is why I got a problem with that white man. You take away what? Their self-knowledge, their heritage, okay? Take them from here, other place. But we warn you of that. Our ancestors told you, know thyself. I just listened to the thing about Kunta Kinte. Yeah, I'm defiant. I'm not giving in. I'm not. You crazy as hell. Why? I know better than that. That's why. They trying to get none of that. They making men feminine. They making everything that, no, I'm not doing none of that either. I'm not conforming. I'm going down. I'm doing the last one fighting. Why? I'm not conforming. Simple as that. I got the goods. I'm standing on it. I ain't budging. Moving on. And I ain't to be moved. Why? I got the truth. I don't give a damn what you say. Moving on. When you got truth, you can stand on it. The Greeks was taken over by who? The Romans. Okay. White on white crime. But since then, we have been under their rule. And the Romans gave y'all that book that y'all love so much, the Bible. They didn't have to enslave you with chains and whips and all that nonsense. Nope. They got this. And they still got it. And that's what's pissing me off with them. I'm listening to this thing, my man rapping on TikTok about we got a rapist for a president. We got a criminal. Yep. And y'all took him over a black woman. I want to give you the finger. Funk y'all. Why? That's why I call it white America. Y'all take this and see where we are now. Because of that's on your watch. I've been telling you that for longer. But again, I ain't the only one who feel that way, so I just want to get that out. When they gave y'all that book, if all you Bible thumpers just close that book and got you some truth, that white man will fall dead from a heart attack. Why? He know the party's over. He know the party's over. Why? They not taking our stuff. Sorry about that, but that's just how I feel. Y'all love that book. And if y'all would take that same love for that book and give it to the book coming forth by there, whoo, Lord Jesus Christ, it'd be Egypt all over again. Why? It'd be a bunch of enlightened people, happy, peace-loving, content people, not enslaving, not all this what we got going on now. Mayat wouldn't stand for this nonsense. And we had Mayat, first of all, he wouldn't even be nowhere near the damn power of nothing. He'd be in jail. He'd be the orange suit that matches his face. Excuse me. Get back to lesson. See, once I get going, I don't stop. Sorry about that. Let me get back to lesson. But the Greeks took over Egypt. The Romans took over them. And the Romans have been in charge. The Vatican still controlling shots to this day. Why? Because y'all been mind controlled to believing that book is something from God. I don't get it. It's an allegorical, mythological, astrological book to teach lessons. I agree 100%. Aftermath, basic instruction before leaving Earth. We taught you the concept of the afterlife. Where y'all going, Christians? To heaven. Oh, I'm going. We call heaven new. We had that concept covered too. Ain't nothing new. That's my point. It can be different. I ain't got no problem with that. But if it's wrong, I ain't rolling with that. If you tell me one lie, we done. And if you keep trying to explain to me, making something literal, real, I ain't going for that. I ain't doing what? I have knowledge of self. So I don't have to believe a damn thing you say. First of all, understand that if I was ignorant of myself, you could tell me anything. And that's what y'all been doing for the last 2,000 years. And they've been falling for it, hook, line, and sinker. So y'all love it. Y'all call me radical because I'm teaching black concepts and the truth to my people. Y'all got a problem with that. King Foster, black people doing for black people. Y'all want to kill them. Jeez. I ain't trying to lead no movement. I'm trying to tell you why. I'm not no damn fool. That's why. If I had the right thinking philosophy movement, man, I'm done. Party's over. Well, movement, changing people's perspective, they don't want that. Matrix, y'all know about that. That's religion. Religion is the matrix. Moving on. All right. This guy's just something else. Yeah, religion. The more was this, if you follow a belief system, you're being lied to. Moving on, I don't care what you think. Man, I'm just telling you the truth. Moving on. By your who? Oppressor? Who? The white man. The slave master. He controlling that. He gave that. Moving on. The more religious you are, in my opinion, the more power you giving up to who? The white man, the liar. You know he's a liar. You know he's a deceiver. And y'all get surprised when you find out that he lied. Really? We had to fact check him. He's the lyingest president ever. We had to stop fact checking. Why? It didn't make no sense. It just didn't make no sense. That's not good. The FIFA World Cup ain't having it in America. Why? Because of him. He said, I don't know. Dude, this guy ain't good, ain't been good, and won't be good. What make y'all think he gonna get better? This is a shit show that's been shit every day. It ain't changed, it ain't gonna stop. Really? That's part that just drives me crazy about y'all. Let's get back to the lesson, I'm sorry. Black power. Where I come from, man, I'm proud to be a black man. I'm wearing my father wouldn't let nobody call him a boy. That's black power. Well, the white man, that white man. That's the problem. We got enough men, okay, who feel that way. Ethiopia is the only continent on Africa, the nation that wasn't colonized by the white man. You know why? The one thing the white man can't do is what? Fight. We could fight in Ethiopia. That's black power. We've been whipping the white man's butt in all over Africa. Nobody talks about that. Why? They don't want to hear that story. But we had women kicking their butt. Come on. But we don't know our story. Why? We keep hearing his. He give you his. And I see a 20-something-year-old man who don't have a clue about Africa. We ain't even go there. We ain't even. Where is Egypt? I'm sorry, I gotta get it together. Being proud of your ethnicity meant something 60 years ago. What happened? Excuse me. Being a black, back in my day, black power meant that you was proud to be black. But we didn't act like no fools, okay? My hood was good. Why? Because when we took care of what? We policed ourselves, we kept everything amongst us, we didn't have no problems. That's why. Let the police go police somebody else. We don't need y'all. We take care of our own. So that's the environment I grew up in. The more, excuse me, where we at? When I ran my block, 18th and Avon, one block, just one, one square, they called it a drug war zone. I concur, but this is what I was doing. This is the life I was living. I was in the mix, okay? And again, it was like this. It was what? No cops. Why? I'll leave that there. The way we did what we did, showed them respect. They, in return, let us be. What you mean? I ain't going into that. We just make a point about being black. And back then, black on black. So it was an understanding. It was, so no anybody getting killed. I tell you, in my hood, in my day, nobody got killed. How about this? None of my people ever got locked up. Moving on. And we worked like that for 5 years. So I understand all about the game. Trust me. So, and what happened? I didn't worry about nothing as long as I was in my hood. No white man. We was good. No cops. Nobody interfering in what we had going. And that's what I remember. I see the guys now. The hood is tore up. What the hell? Y'all got the fancy cars. Y'all wear nice clothes. But everybody else is doing bad. Y'all eating off them. You feed. I kept my hood up with pride and respect for everybody. We all eating. Everybody eating. Moving on. That's how we did it. Moving on. I ain't getting to that. When I went to the dispensary the first time, I freaked out. I had a flashback. Dude, y'all done took the hustle and made it legal. I couldn't get it. It freaked me out, all right? But yeah, it's the program. It was business back then. Serious business. All right, moving back. But when we go back to being, proud, but that means we got to become educated. We got to get knowledge. With self-knowledge, that brings about the pride. That brings back the pride to every individual. And we all respect one another. Black on crime got to cease. Jesus Christ. And when we get pride back to being black, we can give that white man the boot out of our damn hoods. Simple. All he is there for to keep us in line. The way we going now, we gonna have 2 police on every corner. Why? Martial law. Shh. I ain't supposed to know that. I can't do that. So I can't know. I ain't doing that. Let the Simpsons take care of that nonsense. They can't get in trouble for it. I love them. All right. But again, black power is the original power. What you mean? We just forgot who we are. Hence, that ain't by accident. But our ancient ancestors tell us my whole philosophy is built on what? Know thyself. Why you think that was given to us? Once you take somebody from their land and take them somewhere else, strip them of their knowledge, strip them of their native, everything, and now you're going to reprogram them with what? Religion. Moving on. That's when they give you the Bible. But in life, black people, if you are addicted to any drug, that's you falling for the old white man's biggest trick. Them niggas love drugs. But what I was doing, we had recreational use. Back then, on the weekend, Friday, popping. From Monday to Thursday. Yeah. Now, y'all pop every day. Y'all don't take a break. And I said, the white man comes out and I got First of all, I bought all my drugs from white man. That man ain't got access to that stuff. I'm a brother from the hood. Moving on. Again, you use them to your benefit. Like I said, I wasn't participant, but moving on. That's what they control. They control what you manipulate all the time. And with that drug thing, it's been going on. Between the drugs and religion, we done. We done. We are so done. And now they got drugs, make you think you seeing God and all that nonsense, psychosis stuff they taking down. It's getting out of control. So there's no what? Self-discipline. When there's no discipline, and I see children with no discipline, that's never good. That's never good. So again, your addiction to anything is not good. That means your willpower and your self-esteem and your discipline for doing what's right is very low. And that's playing into their hands. Again, knowing thyself, which is my now, was normal when, way back with our ancestors, they all practiced Maya. For thousands of years, they lived in harmony. Oh, they don't tell you that either. I went to Egypt to find out what it was that they can do that with. Maya. I call it right thing in philosophy now. So they knew what they was doing a long time ago. Black power is learned about what? Learning about yourself, your true people, and what? Being your best self after learning the lessons, learning the teachers, hearing them, implementing them, and now you can be your best self. If you know yourself, that's what I'm here to do. Just that. Moving on. Our gods in the beginning was all black. What? No, wait a minute. That Christ God, we all know the Bible that they gave you say that. But the Bible they also gave you say, respect your master, slave master. So who would write that? God? God would tell you respect. Are you kidding me to think that even possible? Moving on. So our gods was what? Black like us. Buddha, black is Chinese. They got every god, everybody got their gods. Why we got a white God? Moving on. So that whole thing, I look at stuff now, everybody in heaven is white. When I go to Catholic church, ain't a nigga in the house. Excuse me, ain't a black thing in there. So y'all got your own thing going, that's fine. But why you gonna pour it on us? Moving on. Our gods was black like us. So why did the religious people change the face of God? Or what y'all call Jesus, whatever. But we know he's black. My great-grandmother had that white Jesus in our house. I seen him. So I wasn't nowhere near none of okay. But something doesn't seem right. When I started the Hebrew Bible classes, we just want to prove that the people in the Bible was black. I didn't even question the literacy of it. I didn't question the validity. I'm just saying these got to be black people. Okay, yeah, I agree. So I was down with the movement. Black people, black power. Again, I'm getting knowledge. But look what I'm getting it from. That book. You see where I'm going with this? I know that book. Sorry about that. But imagine God being another race than you. That's the wrong God. Simple as that. I tell you all the time, the God you serving ain't blessing you. You serving the wrong God. Simple as that. White privilege is what I call white people in control to manipulate and control us. They still doing it. I ain't mad at what they did to the Egyptians. I ain't mad at what they did to the Native Americans. I'm mad as hell what they doing to us right now. How about that? So I call it white America for that reason. What y'all showed me, this election, putting this guy, I'm so done with y'all. I am so done with white people. Understand that. Not racist. Nah, I'm just done with y'all. Y'all can just leave me alone. I ain't gonna, ain't no hatred. No, just y'all, I can't phantom for the life of me what y'all was thinking with this guy over the sister. Oh, she black and female. I forgot. Yeah, we still on that kick. Moving on. Again, white power. There you go. That's about the end. Okay, that's coming to a screeching halt. So get ready for that too. Newsflash. I want to tell y'all that one. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm giving you a heads up of what's to come. Simple as that. Moving on. White have never been right. Ever. Since y'all came into the picture, y'all have done nothing but destroy, cause problems, and what? Enslave and mistreat the other race other than y'all. Prove me wrong. That's your history. I tell you, it pisses me off because y'all still doing it. You ain't stopped. Oh, yeah, it's still y'all. Sorry about that, but that's how I feel about that. And again, white ain't never been right. But it's why? Because it's the opposite of black. Black is where it's at. Black is what's real. We come from the darkness. See. Light ain't white. Don't get it twisted. That's what y'all said. No. The white man came with what? His religion. And now he is what? In control of everything. How the hell that happened? We slipped and bumped our heads. No. When you got a good guy and you got a bad guy who appear to be good, the good guy gonna trust the bad guy, and what the bad guy gonna do? Prove he's a bad guy. But that's where we are now. But when the good guy realized, okay, let me take care of this. That's what's happening right now. We getting up off the mat, shake ourselves off, dusting ourselves off, coming together. All right, let's go. What? It's go time for the black man. The white man, again, I know the complete white history of that man, that race of people. I know them. They have never been good to nobody but themselves. So you got a race of egotistic, selfish people. Devils. They're not good people. They never been good people. That's why I deem them devils. Not because they complexion their skin. No, what they do. That's my point. The white man's history is full of death, enslavement. What's the other one? What is it? And control. Okay. Power over the black man's mind with that nonsense belief system. And it's been that way since we engage with y'all on the basis of what? We teach you, enlighten y'all. Y'all come back and enslave us. And y'all ain't freed us yet. So I guess we got to free ourselves. There you go. Moving on. I wrap it up and then take it home. The black man's history. Go past the goddamn Bible. Sorry about that. We got a rich history of enlightenment, teaching, educating. We civilized the world. White man can't say that. That's my lesson. I got to go. I'm getting a little perturbed. I see how much time I done took up. Hope I didn't get you the wrong way, but I had to make it known. My black people, we got to know ourselves well to get back the power that we belong and be back where we need to be, in control and treating people right. The ones in control right now don't have a clue of doing that, so they got to go. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. In closing, right thinkers be y'all need to be 100, me 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers who gonna get better at being themselves have passed away, and we need to do that across the board.